Hello everyone, my name is Patty and I serve with CBM. Well, my role is the Global Discipleship Coordinator. I am in charge of teams that come from Canada to serve here in our projects in Bolivia. I am part of CBM since 2015 already. I had to move from my hometown, which is La Paz, and I miss it a lot. Very high altitude there, over 3,600 meters above sea level. And I'm, living and serving here in Cochabamba, Bolivia. We have most of our teams serve here in this city. However, there are some projects that sometimes take us out of Cochabamba. We went and visited and served in Sucre, Oruro, La Paz, but mainly Cochabamba. Bolivia is known as the heart of South America, and Cochabamba it is known as the tummy of Bolivia. In Cochabamba, people love to eat, and one of my favorite dishes now that I'm living here is the well-known pique macho. It would be like your poutine maybe from Cochabamba, because in Bolivia every single city has its own dish, and pique macho would be from Cochabamba. I play volleyball since I was a little kid, 10, 12 years old. So I'm part of a volleyball team, but of course that changed a lot. So right now, instead of doing that in my free time, I tend to read or watch a good movie. I loved movies that are that have story that was real, based on a true story. That's something that I really, really love. Well, actually, I'm reading right now a very interesting book. I would recommend it to anyone, really. It is called How Do I Help a Hurting Friend? And I've been reading that. And also, I read from Peretti, This Present Darkness, a wonderful novel that talks a lot about prayer. So I would recommend it too. Well, one place that I love a lot is Norway. My very good friend lives there. It's been a while since I visited her, so maybe Norway would be my next place to visit. And of course, I love Canada. I was in Canada in 2019, and it was wonderful, wonderful just to be there and visit friends and family, churches too. So, probably one of those two places next time. I listen a lot of worship songs. I listen also music that is from the 60s, 70s, even though I wasn't there yet. But I grew up with a radio station that plays that music, so I really love the lyrics, especially from 70s, 60s maybe. Oh, hope, such a wonderful word. I have seen hope so many times with our projects, with the people that's part of our projects, with the people that come from Canada, from Bolivia, and maybe I can tell you about a little story. We went to one of our communities. We were serving with the Chagas project, And at the very end, when we were saying our goodbyes to the family, we were praying for the family, a family that had really little in life, very, very little. What they had a lot, though back then, they had a lot of baby goats, a lot, like probably 20 baby goats. And we were saying our final goodbyes, hugging people to say bye. And suddenly one of the kids came holding like I don't know, 5 or 6 baby goats. And he started to handle these baby goats as a gift to each one of us. So imagine that the Canadian team, the Bolivian volunteers, myself, each one of us were going to get a baby goat. Obviously, we couldn't accept back then, but that seeing that moment, that gratitude, brought hope in our hearts and gratitude as well. And not only in us, I think also in the team that was serving there. Even though the group, probably there were 15 of us, only 3 kept the goat. Well, I left mine in the community. One fellow was taking care of my goat, and I know that after some years, he had to be the meal of that family. But just that hope of helping people and expressing God's love in different contexts, that is just wonderful. First, thank you for praying. I think that prayers are key in the ministry. Please, continue praying for myself, for my family, for this grieving process. Sadly, we lost my dad in January this year with COVID. So it hasn't been easy. But we know, and I believe with all my heart, that because people is praying for us, God is holding us. We are lamenting, but in the midst of our lament, God is with us. Also, please pray for the ministry here. We are still facing COVID, and probably we will get a third wave within 2-3 weeks. The uncertainty is been there, right, around the world for over a year. So we need more creativeness, I think, creativity to keep helping people. We need also protection as we are exposed whenever we visit families, when the kids come to the projects. We know that we are exposed to the virus. So for protection as well, please continue praying. I would like to ask you please to pray for Chaga's project, specifically for the bee projects. Now it's been implemented and we harvested already a lot of kilos of honey. This is bringing a lot of hope for the families because they are getting more income through this activity. So may this be a blessing for each family that is implementing the bee project, and may this help them meet their needs. I would like to ask you to pray for the students at the seminary. They are part of this virtual education. So a lot of challenges there, but we know that there is a good number of students there. So may God bless them, help them learning how is ministry in this COVID time. So please pray for all of them and also for the staff that's leading the seminary. Please continue praying for our projects with kids, Casa de la Amistad, Jire. Education here, it's been virtually so far, so that brings extra challenges for a lot of families that probably have only one smart device. Churches have been helping to meet this need, but we still have a huge challenge on the education piece.